In the heart of Eastern Africa, a movement is growing. A movement that embraces nature, nurtures communities, and champions sustainability. Welcome to the second Eastern Africa Agroecology Conference.
This is our second East African Agroecology Conference, the first one having been in March, same month like this one in 2023. This is an opportunity for us to learn, to be inspired, to see what agroecology can do. And I think in the next 3 days, it will become very clear what is agroecology, why are we concerned with it, why do we feel it is one of the most appropriate and urgent ways that we need to see how to transform or change our agriculture and food systems for the better, in a very sustainable way, in a very healthy way, and ensuring that we are doing so in very safe environments.
Hosted by BioVision Africa Trust and partners, this landmark event unites farmers, scientists, policymakers, and organizations with a single goal: to scale agroecology for food sovereignty, resilience, and climate action.
Objective overall is to stop hunger. We want to stop hunger with sustainable food production and agriculture and resilient agriculture practices. We have set that objectives years ago, and many of you in here have also advocated for this, have been part of the movement that was fighting for solutions like putting sustainable food solutions on the table.
And look in the multiple benefits that agroecology brings in.
Months of planning, countless discussions, and a shared vision have led us here. A space where innovation meets tradition and policy meets action. Delegates from across the region arrive, eager to collaborate, innovate, and shape the future of agroecology.
Kenya has taken an important step in terms of integrating agroecology into policy, having developed the National Agriculture or the National Agroecology Strategy, which provides a guiding framework. And I am pleased to report that at the county level, counties have developed frameworks. And these county-led initiatives are critical in ensuring that agroecological principles are implemented at the grassroots level and where they can be the greatest impact on farmers and food systems.
We BioVision Africa Trust, we support small-scale farmers to be food secure through agroecological practices which help in production of safe food and safe environment.
With thought-provoking speeches, cutting-edge research presentations, and interactive panels, the conference ignites important conversations on policies, funding, and grassroots initiatives.
The guiding principles of agroecology have been well captured and domesticated in Kenya's National Agroecology Strategy for Food System Transformation. And of course, the time frame given was 2024 to 2033. This alone shows us that it is a long-term perspective. As Gia said, and acting on behalf of the German Ministry of Economic Collaboration and Development, and also with the support from our colleagues from the European Union, we have been very proud to support this process alongside BioVision African Trust and of course many other partners and players.
In Uganda, we have made progress on the three fronts. We have made progress on the front of agroecology as a science. We have made progress on the front of practicing it, and we have made progress on establishing it as a movement. As governments, we need to put in place enabling frameworks for agroecology. In the case of Uganda, we have an existing policy that the government, with the consultation of the people, was established in the year 2019. And as we talk, we are reviewing that policy. But concurrently, we are in advanced stages of putting in place an agroecology strategy to operationalize the policy.
If you can forget everything else, please don't forget the 5 areas of focus where we must have our soil health intact. We must increase biodiversity. We must guarantee the health of our animals. We must ensure that the ground is not exposed. And most importantly, save the natural resources. And that is extremely important for all of us. If you have a chance to go through the Kenyan agroecology strategy, which we launched last year, and now it's in the implementation phase, you'll appreciate that it is important for all policies to speak to each other, because a lot of times if you look at it on its own or on the side, you may miss out key areas of implementation. And that is why I want to encourage all of us to mainstream it in our activities, whether at county level, on our farms, in our enterprises, and all other areas of operations.
Ideas ignite, perspectives shifts, and collaborations take root. Every conversation here is a seed planted for tomorrow's solution. Beyond discussions, the real impact of agroecology is felt in the lives of farmers and communities embracing sustainable practices.
We are at the Knowledge Hub for Organic Agriculture and Agroecology in Eastern Africa, a project that is part of the Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture and Agroecology in Africa. This project is being implemented by GIZ and coordinated by BioVision Africa Trust in the Eastern Africa region. And we are here for the second Eastern Africa Agroecology Conference, a conference that brings all our partners together. And we have all the 5 countries in the Eastern Africa hub, including Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Madagascar. We are showcasing what we do and what we've done for the last 5 years. We have been with farmers, we have been with multipliers, we have been doing a lot of capacity building, market development, and we've been doing policy and advocacy work. So to date, we have achieved so many things in this project. We have empowered so many multipliers in excess of 1,800. We have trained so many farmers in excess of 8,000. We have reached so many organizations that are working in the sector of agroecology. Today, as we speak, we have so many events, but one of the key events we have here is the side event that is going to speak about what we've achieved in the past and what we have, where we have reached and where we are going in the future. This project has impacted so many farmers across the 5 countries, but also has given chance to other hubs to, cross land and have ideas and have knowledge and have sessions where we have exchanged ideas between the 5 knowledge hubs on the continent. So Eastern Africa was the first to produce and to start the implementation, but we've had implementation in all the other 5 hubs of Eastern Africa, Western Africa, Central Africa, Northern Africa, and Southern Africa.
Agroecology is a movement driven by innovation, where ancient wisdom meets science, from regenerative soil practices to cutting-edge technology, the solutions showcased here are already transforming lives.
We are here at the Agroecology Conference because we want to be able to inform smallholder farmers and everybody who works in the agroecology sector that we have got safe, organic biopesticides that are affordable by smallholder farmers. This is AgriPest Organic. It's a brand new biopesticide that we have just launched into the market, and it has zero residues after 24 hours, and it's a very important, affordable new biopesticide that farmers can buy.
Beyond ideas, the conference drives policy action. Governments, donors, and institutions commit to scaling agroecology as a pathway to food and nutrition security, because agroecology isn't just the future, it is the way forward.
Politics shape the way society allocate resources, resolve conflict, and make decisions. So policies translate political will into action. And we quite often talk about, is there political will to really change things fundamentally, as we will see later that we need. And also policies determine who produces food, where, how, and most critically, who gets to eat it eventually. So despite past technological progress, history has shown that as long as inequity persists, no amount of innovation will ensure food security for all.
As the second Eastern Africa Agroecology concludes, one thing is clear: the movement is unstoppable. The time to act is now. Join the movement, invest in change, and ensure a food-secure future for Eastern Africa.
Second Eastern Africa Agroecology Conference, convened by BioVision Africa Trust, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development of Kenya, and agroecology stakeholders drawn from the Eastern Africa region, was held from 25th to 28th March 2025 at the Agile Grand Hotel, Nairobi, Kenya. The conference builds on the success of the first Eastern Africa Agroecology Conference, which was held in March 2013 at the Safari Park Hotel, Nairobi. This second conference brought together over 800 delegates from over 42 countries in Africa, Europe, Asia, South America, and North America. Through keynote speeches, panel discussions, exhibitions, poster presentations, and case studies, the conference fostered dialogue on how agri-food systems can be transformed to enhance health, equity, resilience, and cultural diversity in production, processing, distribution, and trade.
I know that a lot of research has been done by many of you. You have done a lot of research. You have produced papers, documentation, had awareness campaigns, and so on. You have done all you can, and we appreciate you. But I was telling the Ministry of Agriculture of Kenya that you don't need to do any further research. These people in this room and all these organizations have already done it. Just pick it and implement it. Just pick it and implement it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this conference underscored the urgent need to address the environmental and Socioeconomic challenges that impact our agri-food systems. We have recognized agroecology is an essential approach in building resilience, enhancing biodiversity, and ensuring sustainable livelihoods for farmers across Kenya and East Africa region. Based on the agroecological meta-analysis exchanges, policy recommendations, and case studies, we have reaffirmed that agroecology is not just an alternative, but a necessity for achieving resilient and sustainable food systems, not only in this region, but in the continent.
The second Eastern Africa Agroecology Conference may have drawn to a close, but its impact will ripple far beyond these walls. This is not the end. It is a spark of a new era. Together, we cultivate change, we nourish hope, we forge a future where food is grown with care, dignity, and sustainability. The question is not if we act, but how, and that choice begins with you.